Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed the quick demo. Thank you for joining, and in today's video I wanted to quickly go over a build that I'm currently leveling right now. It's still very early in development, so don't expect anything too special just yet, but I mean, like, not even level 60 yet, by the way. So we don't have any good gear. None of the uniques that we are using right now on the build synergize with the build. None of them will be actually using in any way. Like, none of these uniques I'll be actually using. None of the actual other gear is any good. I was able to pull a couple attunement rolls from my stash, but outside of that, we're just in trash, and we're level 59. So we're very early in the process, but the theory is still there. So the idea is that we assume Werebear form and we turn ourselves into this rampaging Tesla coil. So this is achieved in a couple of ways. First, we use the Crackling Assault Notable. That's located on the Werebear form tree. And essentially what that does is it's a lightning spell, so it does like so damage. It's not going to do anything crazy just off the get-go. But the beauty of it is that it can be triggered 5 times a second. So when you start pumping points into it and investing into it, I actually started to notice that it was really starting to pick up in damage and feel really nice. And it can be auto cast while we're rampaging, so that's really nice too, allowing for more of an Autobomber playstyle. So rampage itself, it has a cooldown from the base, but with Unending Storm we're able to remove that cooldown, and it also gives a little less rampaging speed. So you may see that as a downside at first, but it actually ends up being a good side, an upside when we look at it for single target situations and things like that. Just allows us to be within range while we're running for longer periods of time, therefore more lightning blasts on the boss. Now, the other good thing about Rampage is that it knocks back enemies while we're running. So, we never get blocked by anything. We're just running and we're all good to go. It feels really nice. Now, 1 lightning storm, that's all good. But what about 2 lightning storms? That's where Maelstrom comes into play. So, Maelstrom, we have a node called Power of the Storm. That is right here. Now, Power of the Storm also grants lightning each second as long as we have 6 or more stacks of Maelstrom active. Now, we take 2 points into Strong Tide because this allows it to be reduced to 4 stacks, and we use our War Cry to produce those 4 stacks with Whirlpool. So when we War Cry, it produces 4 stacks, more lightning storms come down on our enemies, and we use Energize to provide better clear because it gives additional targets for the lightning storms. So it feels really nice when they all come together, and ultimately packs quite a punch when we actually start putting it towards single target damage. So last but not least comes the Wolf and Entangling Roots. Not sure if I want to keep the Wolf as my mini Tesla. He's still in kind of like a testing phase right now. Not high enough level to equip all of his passives for full synergy, so I really can't make the call just yet, but we're gonna figure it out, and eventually I'll be able to see if I want to bring him along for the ride. But as it's working out right now, the pup, even with not full passive support, not full gear support or anything like that, he's feeling like he's doing his work as well, and he's good company, so I like to have him around. Essentially, we use the Stormborn and Stormcaller's reprisal nodes, and that is on the wolves here. We use these nodes here, Stormborn, Stormcaller's reprisal. And essentially what this does is it gives our wolves a 70% chance to retaliate with a lightning bolt when they are hit. And we also take Shaman's Bond. Shaman's Bond is a node to allow their damage and their health to scale side by side, along with our main attribute, Attunement. So very good synergy there. We give our pup some additional flat added spell damage through Avatar of the Thunder, which is on the tree here. And then we followed that up with some additional damage through the Entangling Roots tree. He will be gaining some flat added physical damage, which we don't care about, but what we do care about is here he'll be gaining, once we get our last point in, an additional 40 flat spell damage, as well as 20% base crit and 50% crit multi from just when Entangling Roots goes over top of him. The Entangling Roots will be done in a Nova, so I have no doubt that he'll always be getting hit, and we'll be sending those Entangling Roots out with our Maul. So anytime we're using Maul, which I love to use Maul all the time, that will send out our Entangling Roots. So he'll gain this big flat spell damage boost, as well as crit base and crit multi. He'll also have a nice spell flat lightning damage boost from the Shaman tree. He will also gain a huge 40 more flat spell damage from Eternal Nature. Now, of course, leading to Eternal Nature means that we can only have one companion, so we will be limited to one wolf. However, he will be a beefy wolf, and he will also gain a hell of a lot of damage because we can pair it with Artor's Loyalty, which gives him even more damage. So right now, the build is feeling pretty nice. It feels smooth enough to play on the trash gear and is moving through the monolith pretty easily right now. So, you know, I'm severely lacking in resistances, armor, health, all the things that keep us alive in the game. And again, we're only level 59 right now, so you know, most of my passives and skill tree nodes are still missing right now. So I am hoping for continuities through the monolith, but I'll keep you guys updated on what happens as we progress and we continue. Anyways, that'll be it for today. Thank you all, take care, and peace out.